Hey guys, Dijon here from Trend Watchers. Yeah, I know I really don't show my face in most of these videos, but for this one here, I felt like really just showing my face. And yeah, and really for this video, I'm just gonna be sharing kind of like my story of YouTube, really how I really like where it all started, and to the point to where I'm at right now. So yeah, um, I'm actually filming here at a park. It's like the quietest place I could find to really film this video without getting interrupted. As you can see, I'm kind of like here at a park. You can kind of see. There's a lake down there. There's like some trails and stuff all back there. I'm actually gonna go kind of like running after this here. And you got like some tennis courts and then the baseball fields. They're kind of like back that way behind all those trees right there. So yeah, hopefully this spot is quiet enough. And I'd just like to go ahead and just apologize in advance for any background noises, and also if the dragonfly flies into the car. I have the windows down so I'm not sweating too much. And yeah, I guess let's go ahead and get started. And I hear some thunder too. Hopefully that isn't too loud. So yeah, I guess I grew up my story. I started all the way back in middle school. So in middle school, I was like I was homeschooled, right? Since I was homeschooled, I was working from home at a computer, and occasionally, I'll go play like some online games. And this one online game I played a lot was actually Roblox. It was a game called Two Player Gun Factory by Bereza. I forgot what the name was, but I used to play that like we're talking about non-stop, right? And I played it so much, I knew like I kind when you play games so much, you kind of know like you start discovering glitches that maybe the development team hasn't found yet, and like different like exploits within the game, right? Yeah, so I played the game so much, I kind of have like I kind of found like a whole bunch of like different like glitches and exploits, right? And I kind of had them all memorized, and I was afraid that I was gonna forget them. So I wanted to create like a little video archive of all this information, right? So I created a YouTube channel, and I made like I think it was like 20 or 30 videos of like all of these different like glitches and hacks that I knew about this game, and I kind of left them there. And fortunately, they were all public. I thought they were unlisted, right? So yeah, like fast forward 6 months, I come back to the channel because I think I've actually forgotten one of the things, right? So I go back to the I go back to the YouTube channel, and it turns out, I have like 500 subscribers, a couple thousand views. I'm like, hold up, what? I guess like what happened here? So I kind of go to the channel, and it turns out that I guess like some of my videos have aged, and I kind of got some momentum going on YouTube. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I ended up posting like I think another like 25-ish videos to the channel, and I left it for another 6 months to kind of see if the results kind of like turn out the same way as well. And just as I expected, I came back 6 months later and I doubled. I had like 1,000 subscribers. I think around 25,000 views or 50,000. It was somewhere. Somewhere around there. It wasn't too much, but just by kind of going through that experience, I kind of like recognized the power of YouTube, right? So sorry, there's a little flying. But yeah, that's really what caught my interest with YouTube. So I was kind of like doing YouTube like like on a set. I may post a video like once or twice a week. Um, on a weekly basis, and that kept on going on all the way to about my freshman year of high school. Yeah, so freshman year, I was still homeschooled for the first half, but I went back to school the second half, right? I was still kind of casually posting to YouTube in the hopes of making it big, and it wasn't, it wasn't until I think it was that the end of my freshman year, starting that summer, right? I wanted to take YouTube seriously, right? Take it full time. So went and like I went and told my friends about it, and kind of like about my YouTube ambitions, and they're like, "You're gonna fail at it, Dijon. I mean, there's no. There's already like enough channels out there, like millions of subscribers. You're gonna kind of get like lost in the dust, And that there kind of motivated me, to really like work hard on my channel. So I kind of made an oath to myself that like, hey, before I go out and kind of hang out with my friends, I gotta post one video a day. So that's what kind of started like my journey with that. So I did that for about 30 days until one of my friends named Christian Mazarico. We went to church together. I think he's like Filipino. Yeah. He'd occasionally send me some funny stuff, and then he sent me like a link to like this like like this YouTube link to like a dank meme compilation, right? This is like back before dank memes were kind of like the thing. Back in I think it was back in 16, yeah, 2016, before dank memes were like kind of the thing, right? And he kind of showed me, and I was like, whoa, this is pretty cool. Plus, this year it's kind of like there isn't too many people in dank memes. Maybe like three big competitors. The biggest one had like 250,000 subs. So I mean, there was kind of like some potential in there. So I started making like a dank meme channel. So I kind of like scratched one video a day. I'm not pumping out like 2 or 3 videos a day doing dank memes, right? And I have like probably within like, I think it was like 1 to 2 months, I posted like over 100 dank meme compilations, and some of them did decently. I think best one I gotten like a couple hundred views. Some of them didn't get anything. It's kind of like a hit or miss. Guess I never miss, huh? But yeah, I think I got to like around just over my 100th video, and I was like, man, like this really isn't working out, and I decided to go and kind of like take a look at what my competition was doing, right? And I noticed that they were kind of like taking advantage of trends within the meme community, right? So I decided to post a few videos kind of like revolving around like some dank meme trends, right? And we're talking about like exactly like 1 week later, like just magic happened. And I remember it like it was like yesterday. It was on August 1st, 2016. It was the first day of school for me, actually. It was the first day of school of my sophomore year. I think I was in the cafeteria, and I was sitting there eating my lunch, and then like right before the bell rang to go back to class, I kind of look at my phone, open up the Creator Studio app, just kind of like do the daily checkup. I'm pretty sure all YouTube creators can kind of relate. You kind of, that's the time where you go and check up on statistics, metrics, kind of see, if anything's getting traction. And I remember just seeing that spike, and I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And that was a pretty good day. I was jumping up and down, telling my friends that, yo, I just got I'm famous on YouTube. And yeah, and probably for like after that day was done, I got like 250,000 views just for that one day, just from that one viral video. And then it kind of started sliding down from there, like 200,000, 150,000. But I eventually, I was able to, I guess like able to hold it at 100,000 views a day, and that was really the start of my YouTube career. And the pay was amazing. I'm not really gonna say it on camera, but we will say it was in a couple of thousand. So that was pretty cool for like sophomore in high school. Plus where I live at, it's pretty low cost of living. So I mean, like a couple of thousand could take you really far. I mean, I could have like lived by myself on an income right there. So yeah, I kind of have that channel booming. I also made other channels, kind of like within different niches. I was catching on trends within those. Those channels there, they were also growing at an exponential rate. I think the best channel I've grown, it gained, was it like 30,000 subscribers in its first month. That was probably like one of my best channels right there. So I had like this empire going on, right? I was growing exponentially. Like I was getting tons of views, tons of ad revenue. All that was going well until the whole Logan Paul thing happened. I think it was January of 17. I think my date. I think that's correct. That's when the whole demonetization wave came about, and basically all my channels got demonetized. So my income went from like this to this within like a few months. So that's when I was kind of like scrambling for different ways to like monetize my channels. At the time, I was dependent on YouTube AdSense. Didn't know about merge, didn't know about I didn't know anything about making money online. So I was like taking all these courses on like different things, and the one thing that stood out to me was probably like social media marketing, right? So I started focusing on that right there while maintaining YouTube. At the same time, my channel was still getting around all of them combined, like 2 to 3 million views on the monthly basis, and I was really able to hold that for all of 17. 18 was more like 1 to 2 million. 19, it was still like around there. 20, I'm still probably like around kind of more like around half a million-ish a month, not a day. that's a lot of views right there. But really, I guess when that demonetization wave happened there, like it kind of taught me the importance of like diversifying, like sending your traffic to different like email lists, Instagram page, something, right? So I started teaching myself about that. I kind of got into real estate at the same time, just kind of like help make up on the financial part, outside of Snapchat, I think I did send traffic to Snapchat. I was getting like 100,000 views every single month through my Snapchat on there. And yeah, I guess there's a whole lot more to that story, but that's kind of like, I guess like on a sidetrack. I did drop shipping, social media marketing, real estate wholesaling, all that stuff there. I mean, those they're kind of like separate videos. I was kind of doing that and YouTube on the side as well while catching on trends. But really, I think it was yeah, 17 came. I think it was summer of 2017. That was when I believe YouTube updated its no, YouTube didn't update its guidelines. I think someone may have like mass reported my channel. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but my channel was like one of my channels were mass reported, and immediately, I get like it was like two community guideline strikes. I already had one from like a few weeks prior, right? And because of that, as you guys know, 3 strikes, your channel gets terminated, right? So it turns out I left all my big YouTube channels under one email. So really, if you get a channel terminated, they terminate your email too. So all those channels under that email, they're kind of like going down as well. I mean, like just like one by one that day. And I was really, and like by the time I noticed it, it was almost too late. The only channels I was able to get out was your boy DJ. That's the one I use a lot for the Trend Watchers training video series there. But yeah, I was able to get that. I was really able to get that channel out, but I lost like, we're talking about, I think I had like around 7 big channels, and the rest were kind of like small channels. But I lost basically all of my online assets. I was basically starting from scratch, and that just pissed me off, So I basically quit YouTube for like a year. I was like, man, YouTube is trash. Screw this. I'm gonna go focus on the real estate, social media market, the stuff that was making me money, right? I was focusing in on that there. So I kind of do that for like a year and a half. So fast forward, it's like 18, 19. I think about starting YouTube again, but I was posting some videos, but I think I got up to like 2 community guideline strikes, and I was like, all right, I don't really want to lose this last channel, because this is kind of like the last thing I have of proof of like what I've accomplished in the past. So I kind of like kept that as an archive channel. But I did start a new audiobook channel. That one there is pretty successful. It's kind of connected with uh, Amazon affiliate program. That brings in a couple bucks, every single day. Plus I'm getting traffic. Plus I'm monetizing it through like AdSense and stuff like that too. Also have an ASMR channel, but I started taking it like things a bit lower. I moved from entertainment more towards your ASMR, stuff to where you can't get reported on really, unless it's for copyright reasons. In those 2 niches right there. So and I guess the reason why I did that is just so I was able to kind of like maintain my skills of like ranking stuff on YouTube. I didn't want to stay away from it too long, because eventually I'd lose those skills. So I guess at the same time, I kind of it was like around my senior year of high school, right? We had like a school project. We had to like come up with we really had to come up with like a project, right? Like, how do we make a product, a service, really whatever, right? I was like, I'm gonna make a business. So as I was thinking of what to do for a business, I was kind of looking over my YouTube analytics, and I noticed that like all my popular videos that were in like the million plus, they were all revolved around some type of trend. I was like, hey, what if I made a tool to where I notify YouTube creators about internet trends, right? So I just whipped up Trend Watchers overnight. Just kind of whipped up a logo in Canva. Had the presentation ready for the next day, and I kind of go through the project, and I got a C for it, basically a 70 for that project. My teacher didn't like it. The the kids in my classroom, they did like the idea. They thought it was really unique, and it was really interesting. Plus I did have some paying customers on board as well, so I kind of got my proof of concept. I kind of saw that there was a demand for this tool. But after that project, I just kind of kept it on the back burner, and I really didn't pick it up until 2020 of this year. The year I'm filming it right now. And then I kind of like picked up that project again, and kind of like started selling some small copies to I pushed people into my, I think my first Trend Alerts channel is in a Discord channel, right? I got a whole bunch of people in there, and I even had some people paying in there. So that's why I established my proof of concept again. I developed the software, and then now I'm here filming this video in my car. I'm about to release Trend Watchers in about hopefully 2 to 3 weeks from now. I'm not too sure about things there, but yeah, that's really how I developed Trend Watchers. And plus with Trend Watchers, I kind of want to get away from YouTube as well. I'm just kind of like targeting the YouTube audience to really kind of build some momentum with the brand. Then I'm gonna move towards more like maybe some e-commerce, SEO, and then eventually business trends and some education. That's really where I really want to take this at. Because one thing I noticed, like really with trends, you know, really I guess like success in life, it all comes down to like you see I was a Boy Scout, right? And our motto was be prepared. Yeah, that should be it. And one thing I realized in life is that like I guess like the past, like you, I guess you really want to build skills. You constantly want to be building skills. So like back when I was like kind of like doing I guess like YouTube and also like social media marketing, real estate, all stuff on the side, right? I was building other relevant skills so that whenever I know, like I guess I saw like a cool business opportunity, I already knew how to like put together like a business, how to do the marketing, how to do all this stuff here. I just needed a good idea to insert, and that's where I entered the trend, the business trend. I execute on that, and then I'd be able to profit off of it. Not overnight, but but within a short period of time, just because I kind of had those skills in place right there. So that's really what I want to push Trend Watchers into, kind of like an education company, to where I help people build relevant skills, so that whenever an opportunity comes their way, you know, they're, I guess they're kind of prepared to take on that opportunity, and not really starting from scratch and making a whole bunch of mistakes. So yeah, that's really my vision with YouTube. Not YouTube, Trend Watchers, and it's also the story of like really how I got started with YouTube and to where I'm at right now. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll be more than happy to really answer them for you guys. Even send you guys some links and screenshots if you want to see some of my previous results. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.